Many people play the competitive game of life, but are unaware of the prize they're going after the whole time. This often starts in high school. Let me explain. In high school, people often compete for marks to get into the, quote, best universities. And then when they get in, in the universities, they compete to get into the best graduate programs. And when they get into these programs, more competition to get in front of the best recruiters and the best firms. And when they get in there, they work really hard, sometimes 70-hour work weeks, to get into the C-suites. And when they achieve that mark, they want to make more money and want to be recognized in the industry they're in. And that's when they say they've done it, they're successful, they've reached the top of the mountain. There's only one flaw in this line of thinking. It's because some people see me as a business coach and counselor when they reach the top and they feel lost and confused. They feel stressed and burnt out. They say, what's going on? I played the game like society told me, but I feel that empty inside. And this is the type of scenario when you win this game, you actually lose. How's that possible? Well, just think about it. There's 360 degrees of choices we have, and yet society tells us that this one degree, this one choice of success is the path. It doesn't make a lot of sense, and we have to start looking at it another way. So what's another way to look at this? Well, I would say we have to put checkpoints in this path along the way. Let me explain. So in high school, we have to put a checkpoint in. Instead of going for the, quote, best university, because there is no real best university, that's why I put the air quotes in, it's what university matches your interest, your style. Some people do better at smaller universities, smaller campuses. Some people would better not to go to university at all. You have to find out what's best for you and what you want to go into. If you're in the university or college, you'd be better off taking advantage of all the experiences that these campuses have to offer, like social experiences and sports and clubs, not just competing for marks. And if you are in a graduate program, maybe it's best not to go for the big firm on Main Street. Maybe for you it might be better a boutique or a smaller firm in the suburbs, or possibly starting your own business. There's many choices here. And if you happen to be in a big company now, maybe you prefer not to work the 70-hour work weeks. Maybe you want a more work-life balance schedule. And maybe you want to go out on your own and do it your way as an entrepreneur. There are so many choices here. So what do you do now if you're feeling stressed and confused and you don't know if you're in the direction that applies to you? Well, I would say wherever you are, stop. And hold the pattern, keep working. I wouldn't say quit your job. And spend a few months in introspection, looking within, finding your purpose, your passion, your personal style, how you like to work, and the audience you like to serve that means something to you. I can help you with that. This is not going to be a waste of time. I know many people tell me they'll start getting envious of their friends. They're getting a head start. They're moving ahead in their company. I want you to consider this like the fable, the tortoise and the hare. In that fable, the hare gets a fast start and the tortoise is plods along, knowing where it wants to go, and the tortoise gets to the finish line first. And this is similar to your life, work life. If they get a head start, fine. You will take your time plodding along, learning and finding out which direction you want to go in. It could be a totally different direction like this. And then when you do that, you'll be enjoying the journey and it'll be better for you. Just know that in the back of your head. They may be one of these people that are following this path, the red path, but will be dissatisfied in 5 years, 10 years down the road. So you don't have to be envious. And you can also notice, if this is your path for you, and this is the path that people follow, the more you follow the old path of success, which society tells you, the further away, notice, you're getting from your true path direction for you, your success. Look, work life is not a sprint, it's a marathon. Remember this, the long term is what you're going for. So spending a few months now is going to pay off in the end. And remember the words of Thomas Merton, who said, "People may spend a lifetime climbing the ladder of success only to realize when they reach the top, it's been leaning against the wrong wall." I don't want that to be you. Spend your time now finding the wall that you want to lean your ladder against.